think is interesting is that there is a team that will be coming to the league this year, the Golden State Valkyries, and a part of me just kind of feels like that might be a fresh start for Kelsey Plum if she does decide that she wants to move on from the Aces.
Could Kelsey Plum's time with the Las Vegas Aces be coming to an end? Rumors of the Star Guard's departure have unleashed a tidal wave of anger and disbelief among fans.
I can see the Valkyries making moves right away on her. Kelsey Plum, we have no idea. She's been designated as a core player by the Aces, but it's unknown, as you're just talking through free agency, it's unknown whether or not that's going to keep her in Vegas, right?
As the WNBA free agency period approaches, speculation is heating up across the league. For the Las Vegas Aces, reigning champions as recently as 2022, the air feels especially charged. At the center of the buzz is a stunning possibility. Could Kelsey Plum, one of the team's brightest stars, be on her way out?
But I love the idea of Kelsey Plum being the face of the Valkyries. Right now, it's Kate Martin. And as cute a story as that is, I'm not sure that long-term it makes sense, obviously, given basketball-wise. I don't know if Kate's quite up to that challenge, though she may be ready for more.
This rumor, though unconfirmed, has sent ripples of unease through the fan base and raised questions about the Aces' future. The team that once seemed poised for sustained dominance now faces challenges that even their star-studded roster might struggle to overcome.
So yeah, if you're an Aces fan, this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all if you're a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers, because it is looking like Kelsey Plum is probably going to be gone from the...
Free agency in any professional league often serves as a double-edged sword. For teams like the Aces, it's an opportunity to rebuild or reinforce. Yet, for fans, it can also be a time of anxiety, as beloved players weigh their options.
Breaking news out of the Las Vegas Aces, and this came yesterday afternoon after yesterday became the first day of WNBA free agency period. The Las Vegas Aces have decided to core Kelsey Plum, which, fine, let's talk about it. So what they're saying is they are willing to sign her to a one-year Supermax with max contract is what it's called, which is similar like if you're an NFL person to like a franchise tag, franchise designation. And them coring Kelsey Plum isn't that surprising because as valuable as she is as a player and an asset, they don't want to just let her walk away as a free agent. They're going to offer her that contract, and then if she wants to leave or if they eventually, they could still shop.
While other teams have grown stronger, the Aces seem stuck in a holding pattern, relying heavily on their core group of stars. As a result, questions about team chemistry, depth, and the future of marquee players like Plum have grown louder. Rumors surrounding Kelsey Plum's potential departure are impossible to ignore. A dynamic guard with the ability to dominate games, Plum has been a cornerstone of the Aces' success. However, whispers suggest that she may be seeking a new chapter in her career. Sources close to the situation hint at dissatisfaction within the locker room, stemming from the challenges of balancing a roster packed with stars. While talent is a blessing, it can also create friction. Reports suggest that some players, including Plum, may feel overshadowed or constrained in their roles, particularly as the team has struggled to replicate its championship-level performance.
Another moment from this game that was going pretty viral on social media was this clip here where Becky Hammond is getting super fired up in the huddle, and it looks like she is specifically pointing directly at Kelsey Plum. It looks like there's some back and forth going on between her and Kelsey. There was a lot of people saying what is going on in their locker room? This Aces team is falling apart. This is not a coach that I would want.
Behind the scenes, the dressing room atmosphere seems tense. Balancing a roster featuring MVPs like A'ja Wilson and other big names has become increasingly difficult. With so many high-caliber players vying for attention, resources, and leadership roles, cracks in the team's unity have begun to show. These tensions were most evident during the 2024 season, the worst the Aces have had in years. Despite their star power, they struggled to find consistency, finishing with a disappointing record. Fans and analysts alike were left wondering, what went wrong?
Putting on that core designation, it means that, let's say the Valkyries want her, or maybe Atlanta wants her, or whoever it is, that the Las Vegas Aces will get paid for that trade, basically. And teams can only use one core designation per season. So the Las Vegas Aces can't core anyone else. Now, granted, their other starters that they had last year are already signed for this year, so that's not really a huge issue. So it'll be really telling coming up in the next few weeks what happens with her, and if she goes somewhere, and if so, where she goes, and what kind of deal is to be made.
By 2024, it was clear that the Aces were no longer the same juggernaut. A'ja Wilson even won the MVP award, and was the first player to do so without being able to pick up a championship. Opponents had caught on to their strategies, and their lack of depth became glaring. Even with Plum's brilliance and Wilson's dominance, the team couldn't sustain the level of play required to stay atop the league. For fans, the prospect of losing Kelsey Plum feels like a gut punch. Her electrifying style of play and charismatic personality have made her a fan favorite in Las Vegas. On social media, reactions to the rumors have ranged from disbelief to outright anger. Many supporters point fingers at the front office, accusing them of failing to build a team capable of long-term success. Others blame the delicate balance of egos in a star-laden squad, suggesting that unresolved tensions have driven Plum to consider her options elsewhere. If Kelsey Plum does decide to test the waters of free agency, she will undoubtedly have no shortage of suitors. Teams across the league would jump at the chance to add her scoring ability, playmaking, and competitive edge.
Situation, having a roster of 4 starting Olympians, league MVP, and being paid a league high $1 million per year. The entire roster salary is $1.5 million, and not even getting past the semifinals. Hammond is coaching for her job this round. And that comment is actually so interesting because, you guys, since the end of the WNBA season, 20% of WNBA coaches have already been fired.
Plum's versatility makes her a perfect fit for virtually any roster. Whether as a primary scorer or a complementary piece, her ability to adapt and thrive in different systems would be a game changer for any team looking to contend for a title. For the Aces, the path forward is clear but challenging. To retain Plum and restore their dominance, they must address several pressing issues, like expanding the roster by prioritizing the depth. Adding role players who can contribute in key moments will reduce the burden on their stars and provide greater balance.
I don't know if y'all know who Kelsey Plum is.
Yeah.
Like, she went to Washington. And she went to Washington when I was growing up. Bro, like, and me and my mom obviously would go to the games because they were real good. And so my mom would go as an alumni, bro. And she's dropping 40s, 50s. Like, it's nothing in college, bro. Yeah. And so I'm just like, at that age, I'm like, bro.
The Aces have got to reignite that competitive spirit if they truly want to retain dominance. After a disappointing season, the Aces need to rediscover the hunger and drive that propelled them to a championship in 2022. This may require tough decisions, including potential roster changes. Although Kelsey Plum's rumored departure is about more than just one player, it's a reflection of larger questions facing the Aces. How does a team transition from being champions to sustaining long-term success? How do they navigate the challenges of a star-heavy roster in a league where parity is increasingly the norm? For Plum, the decision may come down to personal priorities. Does she see herself as part of the Aces' long-term vision, or is she ready to explore new opportunities? A'ja Wilson's dominance in the WNBA is unquestionable. With multiple MVP titles to her name, the Las Vegas Aces star has consistently proven herself as the centerpiece of one of the league's most high-profile teams. Her performances are electric, her leadership undeniable, and her presence vital to the team's success. However, her ascension as the face of the franchise has created ripple effects throughout the Aces roster, effects that are becoming increasingly difficult to ignore.
You played with so many great players in your career. You played with Sue, you played with Stewie in Seattle. What A'ja's doing right now is stupid.
A'ja is disgusting.
in the most beautiful way. The stuff that she does, the way that she scores, the way that she impacts the game, even on the court, like I watch her do something and I'm like, ooh, it's so fun to watch her, man. I'm just like, oh my, she's good.
The tension has only intensified with rumors that Plum may soon leave for the state Valkyries, a move that has gained traction following Kate Martin's recent departure. As the team grapples with internal discord, the actions of head coach Becky Hammond have come under scrutiny, raising questions about the Aces' future. Wilson's brilliance on the court has been the foundation of the Aces' success. Her ability to take over games, both offensively and defensively, makes her an invaluable asset.
And honestly, my thought was the Las Vegas Aces in a Kelsey for Kelsey trade. What do you guys think?
Yet, her consistent MVP caliber seasons have, perhaps inadvertently, led to a perception that the Aces are a one-woman show. Players like Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young have also delivered exceptional performances over the years, but their contributions often feel overshadowed by Wilson's glowing spotlight. While no one questions Wilson's worthiness of the attention, it has reportedly left some teammates feeling underappreciated, a sentiment that appears to have boiled over during the Aces' disappointing 2024 campaign.
A'ja Wilson was trending for multiple days on Twitter as there was this video going around of an exchange between her and Kelsey Plum.
Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball.
Becky Hammond's coaching tenure with the Aces began with immense promise. As a former WNBA star and a trailblazer in the NBA coaching world, her arrival in Las Vegas was heralded as a game changer. In 2022, she delivered on that promise, guiding the Aces to a championship. However, her approach last season left many questioning her methods. Sources within the team suggest that Hammond's favoritism toward certain players, particularly Wilson, created a divide in the locker room. While it's natural for a coach to rely heavily on their MVP, Hammond's alleged disregard for the voices and needs of other players has sparked resentment. One player reportedly frustrated by this dynamic is Kelsey Plum. Known for her fiery competitiveness and ability to light up the scoreboard, Plum has been an integral part of the Aces' core. However, Hammond's apparent lack of recognition for her contributions, coupled with Wilson's consistent elevation as the team's focal point, has reportedly left Plum feeling undervalued.
Is not afraid at this point to start letting go of coaches. Now, I do think that Coach Becky Hammond has a lot more job security than some of these coaches, but there's a point to be made here. For as much as the Aces have complained this season how they're not getting enough play, or A'ja should have been Defensive Player of the Year and she wasn't, or the list goes on and on of the things that the Aces have been in the media for, the fact that
as free agency looms, rumors of Plum's departure to the state Valkyries have gained significant momentum. The Valkyries, a team looking to solidify themselves as contenders, would benefit immensely from Plum's scoring prowess and leadership. For Plum, the move represents a chance to step out of Wilson's shadow and establish herself as the centerpiece of a team. What makes these rumors even more credible is the recent departure of Kate Martin from the Valkyries. Martin's exit creates a significant void in the Valkyries roster, one that Plum could fill seamlessly. The timing of Martin's departure and the rise of speculation about Plum suggest that the Valkyries may already be positioning themselves to make a blockbuster signing.
Not so fun for everyone.
Right.
Kate Martin, she was drafted by the Golden State Valkyries. And let me tell you, all the feelings came out when Kate was drafted there. Look, I think we have some of the quotes right here. Let's look. Oh, all of them at the same time. So for those of you who cannot see this, Chelsea Gray said, "Money Martin," just like statement.
Kate Martin's decision to part ways with the Valkyries sent shockwaves through the league. A versatile player with the ability to influence games on both ends of the court, Martin's departure signals a significant shift for the team. While the reasons for her exit remain unclear, it's evident that the Valkyries are looking to retool their roster, and Plum could be the centerpiece of their rebuild. Martin's departure also highlights the unpredictable nature of free agency. As one star leaves, another may enter, reshaping the balance of power in the league. For Plum, the opportunity to join a team hungry for success and eager to build around her could be too enticing to pass up. Indiana Fever could be able to capitalize on this. The Fever's roster already boasts a generational talent in Caitlin Clark, whose electrifying performances have made her a cornerstone of the franchise's future. Now, with whispers of Indiana pursuing top-tier free agents like Satou Sabali, their intentions are clear. They aim to transform into a championship-caliber team.
Team am I going to, Taylor?
I don't want to say no names. Hey, I just want to say.
Don't say anything. That's what
I'm not no names. No, because we don't know yet. We don't know yet, but.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Just know wherever Satou ends up at, ring incoming. Ring incoming, okay?
Sabali's potential arrival would add depth, versatility, and an unmatched edge to the Fever's lineup, making them one of the most dangerous teams in the league. In stark contrast, the Aces appear to be losing their grip on dominance. Once hailed as a team of unparalleled talent and chemistry, cracks have started to form in their foundation.
Bleacher Report posted a quote that said, "I played my last game in Dallas." Did you really say that?
I know. I'm sad about it though. I like the fans, you know. I'm a fan, but
that's it. That's it. It's time to move on.
While the Aces struggle with uncertainty, teams like the Fever are aggressively positioning themselves for a title run. The addition of players like Sabali, combined with Clark's undeniable brilliance and White's tactical expertise, could make Indiana the league's new powerhouse. For the Aces, the stakes couldn't be higher. To maintain their relevance, they must address several critical issues: retaining Plum, improving their depth, and fostering a stronger team dynamic to avoid another subpar season. If they fail to adapt, they risk being overtaken by rising franchises like the Fever, who are hungry for success. But do you think the Las Vegas Aces stand a chance in taking over dominance with this present rumor of Kelsey moving? Well, time will definitely tell. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.